I always felt like I was being watched. I think it's following me. I used to live in the countrysides of Brazil. My parents still live there, and I go once a month on weekends or holidays. I now live with my sister in a capital. Just some additional context so it isn't confusing. My parents, and my old house, stay at a gated community pretty far of the rest of the city. It's an old condominium, and we were one of the first families to move in. It isn't pretty much of an event though. Just some large houses, streets, a playground and an academy for the elder. The first time I felt like being watched was when I was 10 or so. One of my friends lives by the park, and I lived on the street below, opposite side. She lived by the left, I lived by the right. We always stayed late on our play dates, and since we lived so close, I always walked to her house. As a matter of fact, my parents never thought it was too late to come back home, just because our condominium is pretty safe. At least from other outside people, it always was pretty safe. As long as I entered quietly and locked the door afterwards, they would be fine. When it was near 11 p.m. midnight, I started to get sleepy and thought it was time to go home. The streets were empty. I think it was a weekday or so, because all the houses were as quiet as they were dead. The light poles were on, and so there was just a bit of an orange lighting through the path. I walked by the streets, because no cars were coming anyways, and I just liked the idea of the young teen rebel who walks by the streets thing. Why? As soon as I turned to enter my street, I felt some bad sensation over my shoulder. The kind of feeling you get when there's someone looking at you. The feeling that goes up from your shoulders and creeps your neck, the urge to run. That kind of feeling. I have to say, it always happened to me. Just pretty similar to that day. Always felt like someone was watching, but always thought it was just an imagination because they never were too intense until that day. Just like a bad horror movie character, I turned to see if there was anyone looking at me. I stared at the end of the street, looking for anything that could give me that sensation. When I was ready to leave without any resolutions, I saw it. I'm going to call it the Watcher. That's what he is. A black, human-like figure. His face was hidden, and the darkness couldn't even let me see the rest. But I could see his eyes. Blank, white and deep eyes. Its hands were thin, and he had to bow down a little so he could watch me in my normal height. I ran away as fast as I could, took my Crocs off and entered my house. Locked the doors, went to my bedroom and prayed until I fell asleep.